Play NYC, and we're here with Brett from Linelight. We reviewed the game. We love the title, but for those who are watching and aren't familiar, just give a breakdown of what you can expect.
Yeah, Linelight, it's an elegant minimalist puzzle game that takes place in a universe of lines. The core design principle is to simplify until there's nothing left to remove. So every level is basically hacked to the bone. There's no fluff or fat. It is all pure, unadulterated, just puzzle-solving goodness.
And you're a local developer.
That's correct.
And I think a big highlight of Play NYC was being able to connect with local devs.
Yeah.
And you know, what has that experience been like? What's that journey been like?
Of connecting with local devs here?
Yeah.
It's been actually pretty good. Basically, it's I'd say playcrafting and, like, you know, Play NYC, basically playcrafting has helped me go from, like, being in sort of like just a vacuum of, you know, my home working alone to, like, knowing people who I can work with them, like, you know, in co-op spaces, or, like, leave my home to actually like work with other people. It's like way more productive that way. Yeah, so like I'd say that would probably be the, like, that's, aside from like making friends, you know, like and being inspired and stuff, that's like it's very easy to identify tangible takeaway, like a benefit of the community.
And you know, the indie development scene in general, what are the kind of like challenges when you're trying to get Linelight off the ground?
Challenges of getting Linelight off the ground? Just motivation and publishing, basically. Yeah, that's I mean, it's not easy. Like self-publishing, doing it all sort of like for the first time, and so on and so on. Yeah, but fortunately, actually, so Rob Cancielo, he's part of like the playcrafting community. He helped me publish Linelight to PS4 and also Steam. So he's a big part of that. Having his assistant made it much easier for me to manage like the whole process of publishing. So that was also great, like having him.
And that's something I'm assuming you had to learn on the spot.
Yeah. Just it's like I described it to somebody recently as like it's like being blindfolded in like a labyrinth. It's just really not really sure where we are or where we're going exactly, but I have an idea. It's like wherever the exit is, like I can hear where the exit is, and I can kind of tell how close I am, but like sometimes I feel like farther away from it, sometimes I'm closer, and I keep hitting the same dead ends. It's like that's how the whole process kind of felt. But having somebody else like you know, help me through that, we're all like almost stumbling together. Made it a lot more bearable.
And so now that someone's like helping you through it, like you said, have any other other developers now looking at you because now you're published, and now are you mentoring and kind of taking other people under your wing? People reaching out to you now?
A little bit. I mean, mostly I've just given sort of casual advice to people. Actually, a bunch at this conference so far. Like people. I recently, actually a couple minutes ago, somebody like asked me about my story, asked me a few questions, and was just telling me like that they were so inspired by like what I had done, and I was like, oh, that's great, like, you know, thank you. It's nice to know that that it's sort of like, you know, coming full circle a bit. Yeah, I mean, actually, yeah, I guess I have. I haven't really thought about it, but yeah, no, I have. There's a couple people, maybe like two people that I can name off the top of my head, who, you know, like get lunch with or dinner or something, you know, just like meet up, you know, every other month, maybe every couple of months or so. And we'll just talk, and they'll ask me questions, you know, sort of pick my brain, and I'll just be available for them for whatever resources I can provide based on my experience. Because, like, I mean, you know, nobody needs to reinvent the wheel. It's like learn from each other's mistakes, and like, you know, whatever. Like, if somebody's already paved a path, like, let's bike down that path. Right. So we can, like, you know, keep how tall can we get if we keep standing on each other's shoulders, basically?
That's awesome. That's a really great way to put it. And what do you think? So now that you've published and you're still out here promoting, right? You're getting the game out there, getting in front of people. At what point do you say, okay, let's start working on the next thing? Or are you already working on the next thing?
Yeah, the next thing, like,
the next thing's a vacation.
Yeah, no. Actually, no. I did take off. That was like I literally had to schedule. I'm like, just take off. Like, don't work for a couple of days, at least, just like after. I mean, aside from bug fixing, it's the only bug fixing and like, you know, and email addressing and stuff. That's the only thing I'm allowed to do. Mostly just sort of, you know, take it easy. Yeah, no. The next thing, it started out as like just sort of to keep my sanity, because like near the end of game development, you're not really working on the game anymore. You're just doing like everything that you never wanted to work on in the first place. It's like, you know, it's it's the less desirable parts of it are usually come around the end. It's all the dregs, the stuff that I didn't want to do in the first place, basically. I mean, it's a lot of so to sort of keep my like morale up, I've had a side project for the last couple of months. I've been working on it like on and off, but like anytime so I would do like, you know, a few hours of publishing, like, or working with Linelight, and like porting and stuff, because I recently published mobile, ported to mobile. Do a few hours of that, and then I would like work on this other, you know, the side project for like the rest of the day, and sort of like get myself just like, because I enjoy being productive. Like I like, you know, I love working on games. Like, you know, that's what I'm doing. Obviously, it's like why I'm doing this. So like keeping that balance. So it was never like a okay, so what's next? It was just like I need to be doing something else right now. So I brainstormed a few ideas, found something I liked, started it, and I was like, wow, this is actually really cool. Kept fleshing it out, and the design is mostly done actually, but there's a decent amount of work that still needs to be done before I can release it. But you know, it's yeah, that's pretty cool. And it's also like it's smaller than Linelight, so it's funny how much of it is basically done by the time that the port for Linelight finished. Like in theory, I could basically release it as is. It's hideous. It's like program art. It's disgusting. It's terrible. But functionality-wise, like the core of the game is all of it's there, and most of the content that will be in the release game is already done. But
so it's not a project. It's a game.
Yeah, no, it's a game. I mean, it started as just like a distraction, and it was like, I guess somebody gave me the phrase like palate cleanser, so that's sort of how I think about it. Like the palate cleanser, okay, like I need, you know, eating the same food like every day for like 2 years in a row, you kind of get sick of it. That's a metaphor for like working on the same game for you know, a long period of time. But yeah, so it's nice, you know. I wouldn't even say nice. I'd say it's like essential for me to have. It's something that I'm actually interested in. And it was funny actually, it's maybe like 3 or 4 weeks ago, maybe like a month ago, that like I hit a brick wall with the side project, because I'm like, I don't know where to go from here. And I was like sort of like at a brick wall with like Linelight supporting and a brick wall with this thing, and I'm like, oh man, now like do I need like a third project? I eventually, like, you know, I resolved both, sort of like work my way through there. But no, it's important for me to just have something to I don't know, to work on and be productive about, and like that has elements of game design that that enable me to do the things that I love, and like the reason I'm a developer. Like I can't use, I don't know words to describe it right now, but you can sort of get the gist, maybe.
Love what you do, you never work a day in your life.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, like every job has like, I don't know, the crust of the sandwich or whatever the part that you don't want to eat. So like, you know, how do you make that manageable? How do you slip that in? So like, you know, that's like, yeah, what I described about doing, you know, Linelight for a few hours, like maybe like 2 or 3 hours, like really limiting it. So I don't burn myself out too much, because it's just publishing stuff, or reporting. I'm not designing, I'm not being creative really at all. And then balancing that with, you know, so those are like the veggies or whatever, and then like, you know, I can eat the more fun part of the whatever the meal is with the side project.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, Brent, we're excited. You know, our team, whatever you're working on, we're excited.
Yeah, I'm proud of it. It's a lot harder than Linelight. It's very different. It's another puzzle game though. But yeah, I'm excited to show it to the world and just, I don't know, see people enjoy it.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you for the time.
Yeah, thank you for having me.